I'm Bonnie Ainsworth.
I'm Mark Ainsworth.
Our son John attends La Scuola in Silicon Valley, and he's in Grandissimi.
I think the thing that attracted us to La Scuola was that John and I have dual citizenship in Italy and here in the US, and it was really kind of to get him a little bit more exposure to his Italian roots.
We just love the creative outlets that he's finding here. You know, every day he's drawing something, talking about something that happened at school. It's a very exciting time for him to be here and be a part of this community. And we've really just loved seeing him develop and become a better version of himself, and also speaking Italian a little bit. So he's getting there.
The parents are heavily involved. We've done and helped with a couple of the ateliers. We're going to do another one next week for Carnevale. So, you know, there's been a lot of selfless giving from the parents here, just trying to continue to expose all the children to Italian culture or any culture, that background that a parent may have, to just give the kids such a global exposure to life in general.
And we did a gingerbread making class. And when we were talking with Sylvia, who runs the Atelier del Gusto program, we were talking to her about doing gingerbread houses for Christmas. So Mark has a pastry background, and he built these amazing gingerbread houses for the kids to decorate. So in my mind, you know, I've been making gingerbread houses my entire life. I went and bought a bunch of candy and all these things, and this may not be exactly related to the Reggio Emilia style of learning, but when I talked to Sylvia, she's like, no, we want it to be more natural, encompassing natural ingredients. And it just, you know, part of me just was able to shift what I was thinking about how the rest of the world does things, and how we were able to use more natural ingredients, more, you know, and make them beautiful and artistic. Like, we were using slices of orange and pieces of rosemary from the garden, and we were having the kids make different elements with that. And I don't know, maybe that to me is like a manifestation of the Reggio Emilia style of learning, where it wasn't like a cookie cutter experience. It was something that the kids were using very creative natural ingredients, dried flowers and herbs, and something that was more unique and a little bit more centered to what the Reggio Emilia style of learning is. I always try to tell that if this were a school that I created as myself and as an adult right now that I would want to attend as a child, this is it. I mean, what he's doing, some of the things that we're seeing every day, and how the school just really develops such a creative side. I don't typically see that from other schools and other programs that are out there right now, and it's so important for this developmental stage that they're able to express themselves and see the world. And I mean, right now I'm looking at artwork on the wall where they're looking at textures of animal prints and snails, and they're drawing and learning about different creative things. And, you know, last week I saw there was learning about the coral reef, and they had projected onto the wall, you know, a picture of the ocean, and the kids were basically standing there in the ocean. And it's just, I just can't explain to prospective parents, like, if you want your child to have a creative but also educational part of their development, like, this is the place to be.
You know, because I asked him, like, oh, did you learn any Italian today? And he's like, nope. And then, like, all of a sudden he'll, like, grab the not a mandolina, but
the
ukulele, and he'll, like, start strumming it and, like, singing in Italian. Like, it's like, you just said you didn't learn any Italian, and there you are, like you're strolling through the piazza on a mandolina, you know, singing songs in Italian. I'm like, it's crazy, because he's learned a heck of a lot, and you know, we converse back and forth, and it's been great, because, you know, it's hard, you know, to kind of learn that second language without them going to school where they're speaking that language. You know, if they're speaking English in school and you're trying to get them to learn Italian at home, it's nice to have that reinforcement of that structure. And there's a lot of things that we've learned through him that we didn't know. So it's been fun.